everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a plan with me for the week of October 5th through the 12th. So this is actually, I've already filmed this video. This is actually my October monthly spread. So this will be like the first week in my October section, but let me show you what last week looked like. I filmed a plan with me, but the SD card got corrupted and I lost the footage of this, but I used a kit here from, oh God, what is the name of this shop? Planning Roses. And personally, I've only ever purchased a few kits from Planning Roses, and I just do not like the color quality of it. So, when I'm looking for softer colors, I typically look for like pastels and things like that. But if I'm going to use colors like this, I want them to be a little bit bolder. And I also talked about it in that video, which of course you guys did not see, but her paper quality is very thin. So she uses like this matte paper, but it's very thin, kind of soft paper. And it's a little bit difficult to work with because it tears very easily. It just kind of tears like a soft tissue. You know what I mean? Like when a tissue is too soft, it kind of tears very easily. So I won't be purchasing any more kits from Planning Roses. Her kit aesthetic is not really my style. I think the spread turned out pretty. I did end up adding some gold, and I feel like when you added overlays, it made these colors pop just a little bit more. So I definitely added an overlay down here at the bottom, and this bottom washi the colors kind of came to life, so to speak, when I added some overlays to it. But it just wasn't my style, and I did try to incorporate some gold accents here and there. And like I said, it just wasn't my style. So let me stop rambling. Let me get into the kit that we are using this week. So I typically pull in Halloween kits all of October, normally the week before October also, and then the week after October is over. So the first Halloween kit that I pulled, I've been waiting to use this. So this is from Nikki +3. I do not remember. It's called Pick Your Poison. I don't remember if it was like one of those kits that she has that are only available for a month. But I picked this up last year, and it is a pretty large kit. I love Nikki +3 kits. It is a silver foiled kit. Here is your bottom washi. You have headers. It's a 4-page kit, and it also came included with some icons that are foiled, and then she has these bows which are also foiled. Hopefully my camera is in focus and you guys are able to see all of the lovely detailing and the silver foil, but it is just so pretty, such a gorgeous kit and very different. It kind of has this, I don't know, kind of like gothic old school looking kit with the Pose Dead End Breakfast here, like the apothecary style. Definitely has some Edgar Allan Poe feels to it. But yeah, I'm actually going to record a voiceover for this. I don't know if I'm going to do a voiceover for the day by day, but I want to answer a few questions and maybe continue with the get to know me tag that I started last video. So enjoy. Okay guys, so I was going to answer a few questions. I was thinking about starting to answer some of the questions that Rachel from Gathered Plans has. I see that she has been doing a lot of these, I don't know, I don't want to say tag questions, but that's kind of what it feels like. And maybe starting next plan with me, I will do that. But I wanted to talk a little bit about my style of planning, because I feel like it really has changed, or I'm starting to kind of like things that I didn't used to like before. So you guys are going to see a little bit about that, and I'll talk about it more once I get into the day by day. But essentially, I started planning. I've been planning for a very long time. I have been planning. The longest or the latest time that I remember planning, the earliest time, that I remember planning is when I was in grade school, when I was in middle school, because I went to and I don't know if all middle schools did this, but I actually went to a little private school, a little private Catholic school, and they gave us this leather bound soft bound planner and it had like the school emblem on the front, and it was just so pretty, and the leather was like so soft that I really enjoyed the feel of it. And I used that thing every single day, and I would like color code and put little squares and blocks around like important things. It was kind of like an agenda. It had the the monthly planner, and it had like the daily planner, and it went with the school year, and it had like important dates for the school year built into it, because again, we were like a Catholic school. We had certain events that we did, certain church events that we did, and they were all printed into this planner. So that's kind of like my earliest memory of planning. But I didn't really get into the sticker decorative planning until I got out of the military and went back to school to finish my degree. I was watching YouTube, and I ran across this like planner channel, and I saw that she was utilizing stickers. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw stickers, I was like, this is so pointless, because I remember the channel I was watching was extremely decorative, but there was something about it that just kind of got my attention. So I started researching on YouTube different planning styles, and I found a lot of functional planners. Initially, when I started planning, I was very, very much a functional planner, and I still am a functional planner. So, I don't really do the memory planning thing. I do like decorative plan, but I feel like when you say you're a decorative planner, it's because you're a memory planner. So I still use my planner very functionally. This Aura Estelle is a little bit more decorative than my like small pocket planner, but I still mark the things that I'm going to be doing, and again, use it as a overview of my week. So here's where I'm saying my style is changing a little bit, because I have been watching more decorative planners, more memory planners. They are really into layering and foil, and I do have foil in my collection. I just don't use it as much. So I have all of these like foil dividers from like Honey Inked and Flourishes and things like that, but I just don't use them as often. So I decided to like really pull them into this spread and really try the layering thing, like using the deco. I normally don't use the deco from the kit. So these first couple of days, you will see me struggle a bit, because I'm still kind of getting the hang of it, figuring out placement, what looks right, what should be layered, one underneath from the other. And you will also notice that I am now kind of writing in as I go. So I will finish a day and then make sure that I could, write things in so that it fits in with the whole layering thing. One of the cool things I have like learned about, and the reason why I like watching channels that plan so differently than I do, is because you see a lot of these I don't want to say techniques, but yeah, techniques that they use when they're planning, that you're like, I would have never thought about using what I have in my collection like that. For instance, these mandalas, I thought they were beautiful, and I have purchased them. I purchased them a while ago, maybe, I don't even want to say a year ago, but like back before like Honey Ink really expanded her mandala collection. And I've never really used them except for like filling in a space where I didn't have anything for that day. But what I mean by that is I would go back in my my weeks, and if there was a space where I ended up not using a box, I would just fill it in with a mandala if I could, or fill it in with like a flourish if I could. So in this planner, what really has changed with my style is, one, I tried to kind of scatter my boxes, but I still am very like symmetrical when it comes to planning with my boxes. But then what I did was I kind of like freestyled it a little bit more with my columns. So as you will see, I didn't use any headers to separate like the traditional like full box size spaces. I just kind of like went and planned like freestyle with like more free space, and just kind of like layered things and positioned them so that they would look, I don't know, have enough white space in between them. So I would say I'm definitely a white space planner. But it's a learning process, and your style is consistently changing, in my opinion. I'm changing little things about it, and I really like the way this turned out. Again, it did take me a little bit to figure out placement, especially with cutting up those mandalas. Like I was saying, one of the benefits of watching channels that you have different planning styles than you is that you learn these cool things. So I had seen a few people, Shantae Plans and Rachel from Gather Plans. Those are like the big decorative planners that I watch, and they do a lot of layering, and they use a lot of these like mandalas and dividers. And even though they use a lot of florals, which this is honestly the first kit that I started using kind of these floral accents from these freebies that I had gotten from Honey Inked. Even though they use a lot of florals, I still like their planning style, and I still like their layering style. So, I may buy a few like floral like deco stuff from maybe Letters from Lay. But I'm not super into florals, but I just think the florals went really well with this kit because it had a lot of florals in it. And I don't typically buy kits that have florals in it, except from Nikki Plus 3, and I'm still kind of selective on the kits that I purchase from Nikki Plus 3. So yeah, Nikki Plus 3 just has a lot of floral in her kits, so it made it really, really easy to add all of these like mandalas and floral deco, which again was from the Honey Inked, the Rachel from Gathered Plans freebie from Honey Inked. There was a lot of florals that I had. I had like 3 of them in silver, so I was able to add a lot of florals, add a lot of these swirlies in while I was planning. So this week I am not, I'm getting the hang of teaching, right? I'm getting the hang of my teacher schedule, when I need to be lesson planning, when I need to be grading. So I've come to the conclusion that I need to essentially grade 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and then getting the hang of my meeting schedule, right? So I had normally have meetings 3 times a week and professional development once or twice a week. Every Wednesday I have professional development for 2 hours from the school, but then I have like additional professional development for like new teachers for like Right Start. Right Start's the program for new teachers to kind of help us along. So the crazy part about this week, and I may only grade 2 days a week, but this week I need to make sure I get grading done because we have interims that are coming out. So I need to make sure that I have all of my grades in for my students, and then the interims get distributed on Friday for my students. And another fun thing this week is we have finally started our clubs. I don't know how the club thing is going to go, but I am running kind of a like an art / craft / DIY group, which we've called Let's Get Creative. And what we have decided to do, so myself and another co-host of the club, is on Mondays we're going to set a challenge. So for instance, this Monday what we're going to do is a drawing challenge, and there's different aspects that we are going to kind of include as part of this challenge. So it's going to be fall themed. So as long as you have one aspect of fall, it can be pumpkins, boots, sweaters, whatever it is that you want, one fall aspect to it. And then the technique challenge is going to be shading. So on Monday, we're going to kind of introduce like a few videos, a few tips for shading, how to add shading into your drawings. We're going to, play a few videos because I myself am participating in this challenge. So then our club meets 4 times a week. So Monday would be like the introduction of the challenge. Tuesday and Thursday we will be there in case like they kind of need help, or they kind of want to share some of the things they've been doing, or some of the things that they've found out about this technique that they want to share with us. And then on Friday is going to be kind of like our show and tell. So we're going to share what we came up with, what difficulties we had with this challenge, if we would like to do it again in the future with like a different theme perhaps. So I think that's going to be fun. I think this challenge idea, I have an idea for the week of Halloween. I want to do like a sugar skull challenge, and just kind of like allow them to do like a sugar skull. They just have to include a sugar skull, but it can be done in any medium. So it can be a drawing, a painting, a digital painting, a sculpture if they wanted to, a cookie if they wanted to bake a cookie. And yeah. Ooh, really quickly. So let me talk about, this is the reason why I really liked pulling in these like mandalas and like bursts and stuff like that. I really like the way I layered this nail polish. So I used a black washi tape from the kit. The silver foil really pops up, and I had this script that says nails from Sophie Rose Paper Shop, which unfortunately she's no longer open. And I layered this little mini starburst behind that nail polish bottle, and it just looked, in my opinion, it looked so freaking cute. And I just, like I said, I had a lot of fun with these mandalas. I know I didn't talk a lot about the stickers that I used this week. I honestly pulled in a lot of the bows that came included with the Nikki +3 kit. I used a lot of the flourishes and the mandalas from Honey Inked, and then I think I pulled in maybe some munchkins from Once More with Love, like for when I was grading and when I'm lesson planning. And then I pulled in these laptop girls that had no foiling in them, so they were just like the black ink laptop girls from, oh god, what's her, Panda Bird Designs. And I was thinking about pulling in like Panda Bird Design boxes because she does have those like half scalloped semicircle scallop boxes, but I just stuck with the mandalas this week. But I think I am going to be pulling in, I do have a lot of those in my collection, but I do think I'm going to try to pull those in future spreads. So yeah, I am just finishing up the day. It cut off a little bit, but I hope you guys enjoyed this new planning style. Alrighty, well, this is the completed spread. Let me give you a little bit of a wiggle so you can see all of this gorgeous silver foiling here. So pretty, and I really enjoyed kind of planning this a little bit more freestyle, a little bit less like checklist than I typically do, less structure. I just really enjoyed planning this way for the very first time. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you have a good one, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.